It's beginning to look like hot sauce here at the House of Chunk. Stand by, prepare yourself for one hell of a video because it's about to get a lot hotter right after this. Well, g'day chunky chili dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to another episode of Son of a Chunk. The chili hasn't fallen far from the tree. There is so much happening in the House of Chunk, and you're probably wondering what is in my hand. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is the first of the official proper harvest of our Carolina Reapers. We have officially done it. We have successfully grown Carolina Reapers to their full extent, ready for ripening and ready for biting. And we're going to take these buggers and we're going to put them into a sauce hopefully next week. We've got a lot of them ripening up. So it's going to be fun to see how they all come together. So let's get stuck into the video. What's been happening? Well, as you can see behind me, I'm currently making sure that the plants get all the water they need because it is coming into a drier part of the season. It's no help though that we are looking at a bit of a storm cell coming through our way, which is good because it helps with the nitrite in the air. That helps kind of quicken up the speed of the flowering. So lots is happening here. We've got ourselves behind us, and if I'll turn the camera if I can, I'll turn myself if I can. Tabascos. Tabascos are finally growing at full extension. So we have Tabasco plant finally kicking it all the way up. A lot of Tabasco fruits there. I can't wait to do our Tabasco sauce. Our Carolina Reaper plant is finally firing on all 8 cylinders as well and is producing some hell of a fruits. I'll get the camera in nice and close, but look at the bumps and look at how ugly this thing is. And this is an OG Reaper, but we've still got different styles of Reapers on the way. We've got chocolate Reapers and we've also got some pretty big brain rot Reapers coming as well. We've also got our firecracker plant in the back corner there, and I'll take you through a little bit of a run through all the plants individually and how they're all doing. And then also too, we've got our plant garden over to the side here that is still doing just as well, if not better as well. The Carolina Reapers on that one of the plants is already going while everybody else is trying to struggle to keep up. We've got our, I think, as we said in the last video, we were kind of wondering if it might have been Scotch bonnets or butcherlokias, but we definitely think now after taste testing one of the ripe ones on the weekend, it's definitely a habanero. We are getting some monster habaneros coming out of this tree. So we're going to go through and have a look at them and what's been happening and what we've had to do to deter some pretty pesky pests as well. It's all fun and games here at the House of Chunk, but the good news is the chilies are on their way. And this is looking like just the start of many things to come. So like the man himself says,
I'm a chunky chili dude. I'm on with the heat.
On with the heat. Let's have a look at some of the things I've been doing. Now, obviously, I've switched up a little bit. We've gone intro, then on with the heat, and it's kind of thrown a bit out of the whack. So let's have a look at a video clip of me trying one of the Reapers a couple of times ago, and then also to the habanero. We got some video clips of that and how it all felt while we were FaceTiming the chunky chili dude himself. And shout out to that man who also saved my rear behind because there was a lot of bugs eating some of our plants and going through some of our chilies too, which I'll show you later on. And thanks to him and his memory and his generation lineage of chili growing, he knew exactly how to squash those bugs out, which gave me quite an advantage later on. So let's go through and talk about all these plants, and I'll see you at the very end. All right, now that the watering is all done, let's have a look at our firecrackers. Now, as you can see here, firecrackers are looking really good. We've had quite a healthy tree come back from what we had that was almost a very dead branch to a very returned and lively firecracker tree. You can see multiple fruits growing around, a lot of flowers that are picking up. You can see over in the back corner there, we've got some extra firecracker chilies going, but they're looking really good. And I would say they're not too far away from ripening up. Now, this is the one we always talked about we were cautious of because we weren't too sure what was happening with it, but now we are seeing it in its full effect. The Tabasco tree is finally kicking a lot of fruit over. So as you can see here, we've got ourselves some Tabascos just in along here. We've got some Tabascos down the back corner over there, which we'll zoom around in a second too. But you can get up there and you can see them in through here. We're starting to flower a bit more at the top here too, which we ended up topping, giving us an opportunity to really shine for some of these Tabascos. We come around the corner here and you can see some of them and how healthy they are starting to look, where they are actually starting to look like real chilies, which is nice. Our absolute child of the century, the Carolina Reaper tree. So this thing has just gone absolutely nuts. As you can see, there is hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of chilies in here. They are everywhere. You lift up a branch, they're everywhere to be seen. As you can see, some color changing in the background over here. So we're starting to see some of these Reapers really take form. This is where this one came from. This actually just stemmed from just down here where the other colors were changing. We have so many more growing over here. It's ridiculous how much we're going to have. We're going to have so many Carolina Reapers here. We're going to have so much hot sauce. It's going to be great. So I can't wait to see this all come through. And it's still growing more. It's nuts. Right, so we have definitely come to the conclusion that this is in fact a habanero tree. These fruits are huge, by the way. I just want to add this, that these things are absolutely massive. If I showed you one of the ones that I had before, which is on the other side, I'll show you exactly how big they are, but these things are they're just huge. These are just insane. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, what is all this white powder on there? Well, we'll break that down in a second and you'll see exactly why we've had to do this. Moving over to the basil, obviously doing well. Carolina Reapers, Trinidad Scorpions, everything's kind of slowing its growth down a little bit. I'm not too sure what's going on. I probably need to refertilize the soil just to kind of get a bit more energy back into these things. Same with this one here. It's just not going as hard as I'd like it to. But this is the one I want to talk to you guys about. Have a go at that. That is the second of our Carolina Reaper trees, and it is absolutely flourishing and already starting to flower, which is nuts. And you can see right here, there is our baby Reapers. And they are looking a lot different to the other ones we had. So this is a different strain of Reaper altogether as well. So we've got two different strains of Reapers, and this is just insane. Very healthy tree, lots of flowers. I do need to transport this out of its pot, but right now I'm just going to wait till I get its first seeds out and go from there. So as you saw, all the plants are doing really, really well. Now, again, we're going to talk about what was that white powder all over the trees. Well, we've had a little bit of an issue here with some bugs that have been eating all the leaves. And I'm normally fine with the bugs eating the leaves because everybody needs a chance to eat. But when it comes to eating through the Reapers and through the habaneros itself, that's where the buck stops. Unfortunately, the bugs were chewing through some of our Reapers and some of our habaneros as well, which was tarnishing some of the fruits and making them absolutely invalid for us to use them. So they end up being tossed out, and we had no real win or success with some of these fruits that were growing, and we were on track with some pretty big fruits. So what we've done is we've ended up introducing some insect tomato pellet spray and some pellet powder as well. So these things will help deter but not clear or kill the plants in any way, shape or form. It's just going to give the plant a chance to thrive without any of the bugs being on it and help it grow out. Obviously, we'll need to power feed again our fruit and veg just to make sure that everything's working really, really well. Looks like they're kind of just on that waiting list of I need to go a little bit harder. So they are due for their power feed, which we will do in the next video. I'll show you what we do when it comes to power feeding because there's quite a process to it. But once you've got them power fed right, you can see the results with that Carolina Reaper tree over there. It's absolutely taken off. So I can't wait to see everything else kind of kick too. But in all saying that, I think it's time to start talking about sauces and what we're going to do next. So obviously the sauces I can't wait to make and test and try. There is quite a process to making the sauce to sell. Unfortunately, where we are staying and residing right now, the Son of a Chunk factory isn't viable to pass for a food license to make the hot sauce. I'd have to hire a commercial grade kitchen. And there's just a lot of red tape to get through. However, there are things that we can still do. I can still sell these chilies just as they are and no harm, no foul. And I can still sell the seeds as well. So that way we can kind of expand the chunk. I'm having a stroke. We can expand the Son of a Chunk chili farm to more areas like over here in the back corner where I want to put a greenhouse for further chili production. So we'll be able to, for now, still sell the chilies and still sell the seeds so you can have a chance to grow with the Son of a Chunk in the next season, which I can't wait to do. We've already started to dry out some of the seeds ready for the next go. We cut one of the nicer chilies and broke it down for a really, really cool venture to see what we can do and see if we can grow our own Carolina Reapers from our own chili all the way up to our own sauce. So we're going to do that again. But for now, I'm going to bid adieu and try and get back to this chili sauce creativity because there's a lot of things that have to be done. We're blending herbs, we're blending spices, we're blending fruits. There's going to be some pineapple involved. I'm a bit excited, but I'm also a bit nervous. It's going to be a lot of fun in the Son of Chunk seed factory, what we're going to do with all of this stuff here. So stick with us, enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you comment down below what you're most excited for. Habanero, Carolina Reaper sauce, the Carolina Mark II, or even getting your hands on some of our seeds. There'll be a website all available for everything to be purchased, which I can't wait to show you guys how it's all going to come together. And I can't wait for you guys to grow along with us when we have a wonderful adventure for season 2 of Son of a Chunk next year when we start firing up in January. But for now, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you guys looking and watching the videos. And if you stick around for the bonus little video, you get to see me eat the habanero and the Carolina Reaper right in front of the chunky chili dude. And as the man says himself, on with the heat. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you next time.